Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How unnerving is this?
I'm getting used to it.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't do these.
I've been doing a lot of interviews recently for Emancipation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But always in print.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah. You don't like the live camera? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Not when I'm singing.
Only when you're talking.
Yeah. I don't like to talk much.
Invariably, when I've told people we were talking, and you and I have had conversations on the phone a couple of times, I am asked, what do you call him? It doesn't bother me, but what would you say is the continuing point of having no pronounceable name?
Well, my name is very spiritual to me. It has a great deal of spiritual meaning, and one day maybe I'll hear a sound that will best give me the feeling of what it's supposed to be, but for right now I just go by the look of it.
Does it bother you at all that it discomforts others, that it may make it difficult for them to interact with you?
To some degree, you know, but there again, it's just one of the many rules that we as humans have to get used to, and I'm just trying to get unused to it, I guess. You
grew up with, I was surprised to read, I didn't know this one. You grew up with people calling you Skipper?
Yeah.
I take it you don't answer to that anymore. No, I figured that. All right. Let's talk about Emancipation. How would you describe Emancipation? What is it you set out to do with the 3 discs?
Well, originally, before we even started working on the music, we had the blueprint of 3 CDs, 36 songs, 12 songs each, and every CD to the frame we wanted to be an hour. Now, that was the challenge I set for myself, so that I could do something that I'd never done before, and also blow everybody away.
Did you want each of them to say something different?
No, that wasn't the plan at first, but I wanted them to be widespread and have a lot of diversity. And that's what I think is the coolest part of the whole package, is that there's something for everybody on there. There
is something for everybody. The collection represents a broad range of talents and musical tastes. And yet you chose Betcha by Golly Wow, an old Stylistics tune, as the one to put as a single and as the first video off of it. Why?
Well, one thing, I had never done any covers before, and I thought it would be pretty interesting and something that would draw attention to the package. And also, it's a very beautiful song that I grew up with.
Let's talk the business of the album.
Oh, wonderful! I love that.
The album debuted at number 11 on the charts. Second week it went to 38. Then it went to 58. It's still at 58. You disappointed?
No, not at all.
Come on, not even a little bit?
No. It's a 2 to 3 year project. It's going to go up and down the charts for a long time. There's at least 18 singles on it, and it's also an expensive package. So, in essence, we pretty much, I've made my money off of it already. Now, the wonderful thing is that to promote it, we're going to do a lot of benefit concerts in January for the Love for One Another charities, and then Emancipation will then mean that, you know, Billboard and the charts and all that, you know. So you think when you take it out in tour with this, that'll spark sales even more? Oh yeah, I mean, the SoundScan is interesting in as much as that it reads for some stores, and other stores it does not. So yeah. When last you were here, you had, as I think everybody saw, you had Slave written on your cheek, representative of what you felt was your relationship with Warner Brothers. Why was getting out from under that and having total control so important to you? Well, let me just clarify. Slave, that was written on my face, had as much to do with my relationship with my record company as it did with my relationship with myself. I had sort of become a slave to the concept of recording music with preconceived notions, business and otherwise, going into the studio.
What's that, the idea, this aura of who Prince then was supposedly?
That, and also the simple fact that when you go into work, there are so many things you have to take into consideration when you're doing songs for an album. One thing that was very restricting, I found, is the simple fact that you have to record an album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's a schedule involved in all of that. So now I record in complete freedom, and it's I think you can hear it in this album. It's quite joyous and uplifting.
And you are incredibly prolific. I understand that sometimes even when you are writing, in the midst of writing, you stop because you've got something else in your head, another song that you want to do. Does it come that easily to you?
Yeah, it's a curse and a blessing. My wife has me in studio rehab now.
Maite?
Yeah.
Maite, you want to come on in? You come on in. Come on. 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 She's got you in studio rehab?
Yeah.
Meaning what?
I mean, she's trying to stop me from recording so much.
Why? What? Maite, how you doing? Come on. Here. Sit down.
Okay.
What do you want him to do instead of record?
Instead of record?
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to get him away from recording. What do you want him to do?
The lawn.
Oh, I can't see you doing the lawn.
Dishes.
Come on.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Are you trying to domesticate it?
No.
But she has changed your life.
Very much so.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Man, she's made it possible for me to focus on the earth a lot more, focus on my life and
I saw
love.
where you said she made it easier for you to talk to God.
Yeah.
Help me out.
That's sort of emotional. I've always felt I had a closeness with my spiritual creator, but she's just taught me a new language, I suppose.
Maite, I saw where he told Oprah that he had the feeling that you were soulmates and had met in a previous life. Do the two of you believe in reincarnation?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So where do you think you met?
Oh boy, we're still trying to figure that out.
You
but
can tell them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What? Well, I think there's a connection in Egypt.
A connection in Egypt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he recall it in the same fashion?
Yeah, through the music and through my dancing, because I was a belly dancer before, and I have a strong connection with Egypt myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I played him the music and everything, that's when we started to realize it.
Has he mellowed? Is he a lot different than the rock star you met a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
How?
Because when I met him, he still went by the name of Prince. But I never called him that.
He jumped.
He jumped because I never called him that. And for me, I didn't see him as that person. And then it just took time. I mean, time answers all the questions.
Amen.
Amen. The two of you had a baby in October. Congratulations. There's a lot of questions surrounding the health of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Is the baby well?
Well, let me just say this, that, you know, my obliqueness, so to say, when asked questions about that particular situation, you know, we both believe that thoughts and words can breed reality. And how we look at the situation is very important, and what we say about the situation is very important. All I can say is that I like to believe that we're both enlightened individuals that know that if you leave things in God's hands, you'll find out everything, and you'll find out the answer to the plan. So anything that happens, we accept, and
That
we move on.
sounds like, and I'll leave it there, it sounds like there's been a problem, but you're of the belief that whatever has happened for the best.
It's happened for a reason, yes.
I'm gonna have to leave it there. But there's one question, just one question I want to ask. Okay, now I know you're semi-regular. I saw you at an NBA game. You like to do other things. He tells me he's gonna
Semi-regular.
You're gonna go out and mow the lawn. I love your clothes. Your wardrobe is different.
Thank you.
Do you own a blazer?
No.
Do you own a pair of pleated khakis?
No.
Would you ever wear my shoes?
Let me see. Hell no. No.
We'll leave it there. Best of the holidays.
Thanks.
Okay? All right, it's good seeing you. Take care. Good luck. Okay? We're going to come on back.